Okay, and we are live. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to My Movements Martial Motion with Coach Mike. And we are going to go through a series of stretches before we move into a bit more standing position and, of course, some grounded drills as well. Okay, so 6 to 8 square feet of space is what we call for, yoga mat and water on hand. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start in our Seiza position. Okay, just to get that grounding through the tops of the feet to the ground. And let's go ahead and come to the bottom of our yoga mat so we can make space for our entire body. Of course, I prefer the mat to be a bit more lengthwise so we can see ourselves laterally. Okay, and here we're going to go hand in hand. Okay, so let's start my left over my right. Keep my spine nice and tall, chin slightly lowered. Take a few deep breaths, but gradually getting deeper. In through our nose, out through our mouths. Go ahead and close the eyes. Relax the eyes. Relax the brow, the jaw. Visualize the air coming in through the nose, cooling the nostrils, all the way through the airways, down to the base, back of the lungs. And exhale through the mouth. Still keep that spine tall, lungs open, available for capacity, air to flow in and out. Air ever deeper in, expanding the rib cage, allowing more space for air to flow in and release through the mouth. Let's begin to normalize the breath. Same inhalation through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Presencing ourselves through our breathing. Any disturbances, be it mental, physical, see them, we let them go. Not unlike the air from our lungs, exhaling, expelling through our exhalation. Again, slowly open our eyes. Place ourselves into a cat-cow position, so we lean forward. Hips just above my knees. Place my hands just below my shoulders. My cat-cow. So my thigh bone, my arms should be perpendicular to the ground. Okay, still pressing the tops of the feet to the mat. Again, going back into my breathing. Inhaling as I lower my belly, raise my head. Allowing space for the air to fill in, and then through my cat. Pushing, still through the base, hands, tops of the feet. Tracking the core with my exhalation to bring my chin to my chest. Just about 30 more seconds. You're going to rotate in the hips. And flex, extend the spine. That's really to the neck. all the way to the base of the spine. Excellent. Okay, now here we'll pause. We'll go for some circular motions. And still basing in both my hands and both my feet. Tops of feet to the mat. Circular motion. I'm going counterclockwise first. Let's have our breathing be indicative of which part of the circle we're in. So, go to the left semicircle, we inhale, and the right semicircle, we exhale. Drawing a circle with the nose just ahead and centered of my hands. Still keeping conscious of pressing the feet to the ground. And we switch directions, going clockwise. Just stretching the wrists, making sure all 5 fingers of each hand come in evenly to the ground, fingers evenly swayed. Go back into our breathing. Maybe the upper semicircle is my inhalation, and the lower semicircle is my exhalation. Still basing the top of the feet. All 5 fingers next to the mat, as far as the thumb. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to face ourselves onto the tops. To the balls of our feet, back for our plank position. Here we're going to push back for our down dog. Here we're going to go for a big inhalation. As we bend the legs, draw the heels close to the ground, heads in between the arms. And here we dive through. Keep my elbows tight to my body. My head's coming down to the ground about a 45-degree angle. Elbows barely touch. As I swan dive, my toes point, and I go directly into my up dog. Shoulders back, looking forward. Hips down towards the ground. Again, we're going to push back to that down dog. This time, going from the tops of the feet to the balls of the feet. 1, 2. Flip the feet over. Head between the arms, straight with the spine. Slight bend in the knees. Heels lower. And again, you dive through. Head lower. Keep those arms nice and tight to the body as you dive through. Onto the tops of our feet. And dive through and up again, pressing the tops of the feet to the mat. Gaze forward, shoulders back. And we push back again to that down dog. With the feet. Finding what's comfortable for us. Stretch the toes. Slight bend in the knee. Heels lower, arms straight, and in line with the spine. Exhale again as you dive through. Tops of feet to the mat. Hips down and up. My gaze is forward as my shoulders go back. And again, pushing back, down dog. Look feet. Toes. Yeah, bend my legs. Keep my head in line with my arms. We are pedal feet out. Raise the left heel. Lower the left heel. Raise right heel. Lower the right heel. Stretch the Achilles. As well as the calf. And now bending those legs again. My gaze is now forward. I straighten both legs. Bend both legs. Again, I go again to propel into my low squat. 1, 2. Watch first. Base into my arms to lower my feet down just outside my hands, or just before them. Okay. Try again. Everyone together now. Good place to start is from my plank position. Push back, down dog. Slight bend in the knee, bend my knees further to add more propulsion from the ground. Looking forward to where I'm jumping, straighten, bend, 2 more, 1, 2, and we jump. Elbows are between the thighs, postures upright, spine straight. Really trying to get those triceps inside thighs. 3 more breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in, spine ever straight, butt stays low. Excellent. Now, raise our hips to the same levels where our thighs are, which are parallel to the ground, facing you now. Open up the legs. My elbows stay in between my thighs to engage in that groin stretch. Okay, I go down towards my right side, straighten my left leg, toes up, my foot is flexed. And from there, I switch. As I bend that leg, I straighten the other. Notice my heel off the ground, my bent leg towards my sit bones. For this flex, my straight leg, my thighs also engaged. And we switch to the other side with the aid of your hands if you need to. My foot stays flexed, inner foot to the ground. Any tightness, any immobility, let's use our breathing to access that area. And we switch again. And you can go with the aid of your hands. The load is too much. Keep the foot flexed. And we're going inner foot to the ground. Keeping your posture as upright as you can. Any tightness, groin, outer hip. You breathe into that discomfort. Unless there's pain, then we exit. Okay, now shifting again to my right side. You can use the aid of your hands. But just turn my feet 90 degrees into my lunge. I'm just going to stay on the inside of my lead leg. My head's up. My hips are down. Keeping that back leg as straight as I can. Front hip stretch. My back, left leg, groin and glute stretch on my right. Closer front leg. Nice. And from here, we're going to walk the hands to the other side. Pivoting in the feet, going 180. Getting my arms on the inside of my lead leg. Back leg is straight, hips down, head is up. Nice. Let's go ahead and walk the hands again to the opposite side. Pivoting in the feet. One heel is up, one heel is down. Still keeping some lateral space between my feet, although one is ahead of the other vertically. Now from here, I'm going to raise my inside hand, point up towards the sky, twisting across my body. As my breathing, sinking those hips into a twist. And I switch. Again, comes back down. And walking my hands the opposite way. Again, the head's up, hips are down. No matter what my range is, right? Even if you need to take a break, your version is exactly that. Your version. As long as we're staying safe, working with mobility. Now, raising again my inner hand, this time my left. I twist my body, pointing straight up. 2 breaths. Keep my hands just above the other. And I come back down, walking again. My hands hands to the right, but this time to center. I'm going to find the range of my split, okay? Whatever range that may be, it's perfectly fine. I'm making sure I'm keeping balance, either with tented palms or bring my hands flat to the ground. Here we're going to go through swan dive again. Chin to my chest. I'm going to go ahead and walk my hands slightly ahead of my shoulders so there's not too much strain on my shoulders as I dive through. Keeping those elbows in nice and tight. Head rises first. Exhale. I push back, I inhale. Test the range of my split. Once it's too much strain, I dive out. Nice. Inhale again, pushing back, keeping the heels to the ground. And again, I dive out. Head up, hips down, pushing my hips back to the same level as my feet. Here, we come to a standing position, okay? So from here, I tent my palms, and I go heel toe. I pivot from the balls of my feet to bring my heels close. I pivot heels of my feet to bring the balls of my feet close. Heel, toe, to my standing position. And from there, we're gonna go for 30 seconds. Getting into our legs, going up one knee, down one knee, and then back up again, okay? Staying in the same space, hands up, keeping my arms to my body, okay? Knee down, knee down, knee up, okay? Just like so, 30 seconds, and go. Your posture as upright as you can. Down, down, up, up. Nice and light on the yoga mat. Careful how you shift your weight. This is too much on the knees. You just go for some front lunge. Okay, one alternative we do, front lunge. When we go for our front lunge, making sure that we step far enough so that knee doesn't go past our toes. So, back knee down more so. And 30 seconds is time. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some water. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yoga mat out of the way. All right, taking those small but necessary sips of water as we go along, keep ourselves hydrated. Now we're coming to a standing position, so I'm going to angle my camera to an upwards position. And you can do the same to see yourselves. Okay. Okay, going to our punches. Keep my arms, same position, arms to my body, hands to my head. I also aid the speed in bringing a slight crunch. I'm really engaging, not just totally bending forward here in my hips, okay? I'm engaging my core, trying to rotate my hips backwards. If that makes sense. It's a bit of exaggeration, of course, but bring my gut and butt in so that I can create that cobra hood, if you will, protecting the front upper portion of the body, hands in my arms. Okay, you're going to go start the feet from slightly wider than hips apart, hands to my head, push, pushing that heel off the ground on the corresponding arm, which I'm punching with, just the opposite side of my body. So I punch with my left, I raise my left heel, not only raise it, but twist it, okay, to the point where my hips turn to give my arm more length. Gradually going so, rotating in the spine. Even where the hip bone meets the thigh bone. You will find a bit of an opening in the lower back as well. experiencing each sensation as we use all these different factors with mobility in our bodies to create that kinetic chain. Now with our breathing, give a slight bend in the arm, keep going. That slight bend in my arm creates a bit more follow through for my potential strike through a perceived target. Okay? So we imagine that target with our depth perception. Still keep it in mind. Keep my chin low, hands to my head, arms to my body. Twist, drive. Last few, just a little faster. We found the fluidity in our hips. Now we're adding a little speed. Momentum. One carries into the other. Left, right, right. Breathe, breathe, and time. Going for our kicks now. Both arms stay up, hands up, arms to my body. I keep with my left. And step with my right. Step right, kick left. Straight up in the sky, going for 10. Corresponding arm comes down, that's leg goes up. Step, kick. Step back into place. Step, kick. All the while I'm still raising my heel off the ground, but not my entire foot. I don't want to come off of the ground. There I have instability. I no longer can drive from the ground and keep good base. That moment in time, I'm baseless. Excellent. Now, here we're going to go into our side kicks. Okay, so my side kick is where I raise my knee, draw it into my chest, and extend out to my side. Notice my heel and toes facing east-west. I draw it back in and down. Okay, draw the knee into the chest of the right, thus creating the load to extend with force. Heel toe, east-west, draw it back in and back down. Okay, so keep that same motion. Okay, up, to the side which I kick with, I lean the opposite way. Draw the knee in front and extend to the side. Draw back in and back down. So here we're going to keep this in mind, right? As we keep going, I'm going to go in slow motion. So get our breathing connected to the movement, okay? When I extend, right, and there's two extensions here, sideways and down. That's where my exhalation will come. This makes more sense because that's where the load, the thrust comes in with my momentum, okay? And as I retract, that's when I'm taking air in. So let's go ahead accordingly. I draw air in, I draw the foot up. I draw air out, I draw the kick out, kicking the entire base of the foot. I draw air in, I draw the knee back in and exhale, back down, okay? Now, we're not gonna go faster, we're gonna go a bit slower, okay? So, in, keeping those hands up, arms to the body. Again, that's the goal, right? Won't necessarily be the execution every time. But that's fine as we find our own way through this move. Keeping good balance, good base, but at the same time, testing our balance. And exhale, inhale, exhale. Just a few more. Still keeping those arms nice and tight to the body, keeping the core engaged, and maybe be leaning a little less for the last few, right? We kick out, try and keep the posture as upright as we can, really engage into that outer hip stretch. Go in and down. And time. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another sip of water back in 20 seconds. We're going back down to the ground. No yoga mats for now. All right, so similar to our tabletop position or attack position, going to our tabletop position. So you can choose the yoga mat if you want to as well. It is the balls of my feet will meet the ground instead of the tops of my feet. Okay, again, really grounded in with my hands, just beneath my shoulders and my arms in a really engaged position right here. Okay, I'm going to use my arms for a good time to hold a lot of the weight of my body. Okay, so knees off the ground, just about an inch or two. So you can make that measurement to the point where my shins are parallel to the ground and my thighs are perpendicular. Okay. Here, I'm raising my left hand and right foot at the same time. And lower. Same time. Switch to my right hand, left foot, up same time, and down same time. Okay. Keeping that same motion as we go along. And again, like we were doing, I want to make sure that I'm drawing the air in as I draw my legs off the ground. And I draw the air out of my lungs, expelling, bringing the foot and hand back down to the ground. Okay, here we go. 1 minute. Up and go. Now, as we go along, we might go ahead and find that we're using a bit more weight on one side than the other. Okay, we'll keep going. So what I'm doing is I'm also raising my hand about the same height off the ground as I do as my knee already is. Okay. Again, now we're going to start drawing our breath in same time as the hand and foot raised, making sure they land same time and raise the same time. Okay. With that slight pause that we have even at the base of our lungs when we breathe, right? We're pause, exhale. We're doing the same thing with our movements, with our hand and foot. Okay, up, down. Keep that small pause. Don't worry, you get to keep the same pause with the hands on the ground as well. Up same time, down same time, with breath. Inhale up, exhale down, in, X, and time. Now, what we're going to do is again incorporate the breathing. Okay, so here for our kick throughs, raising opposite hand, opposite foot, pivoting, kicking through. That's again my exhalation, not too different than my side kick. And not too different also in respect of my toe and heel facing east-west. Okay? Just this time my inner heel is facing up as opposed to down. Okay, so example, up, same time, my exhalation. My inhalation as I draw it back in and reposition, foot and hand just above the ground and exhale lower. Inhale up, exhale, twist, and extend through the kick. Inhale. Position. Lower. Back to that tabletop. Up. Through. In. And exhale. And go. Do 30 more seconds. Okay. Up. Down. Again, trying to make sure that I'm coordinating my breath really with each movement. Even if I can't go as fast, I'm not really going so much for speed and reps, I'm going for distinction of the movement and how it coordinates with breathing. Okay, last few. Up. And exhale. And time. Okay. Now, we're going to come back to our standing position here. We're going to go from our fighting position. So, I'm going to bring my feet from hips width apart and lateral, bringing my back foot, my strong leg, behind and pointed out 45 degrees. So 2 o'clock for right-handed and 10 o'clock for left-handed. Okay, my feet as though they're hands on the clock. Okay, I'm going to position my camera to upward position. So I know where my feet are. You can't see where my feet are. You know where my knee is pointing. It should be in relation to where my toes are pointing. Okay, now my hands up and my arms to my body. You're going to go in for straight punch and round kick into the knee. So thrusting, rotating, but also keep that same control to withdraw the strike that I just threw. Okay, so my jab and my cross, I go left and my right. Notice my right knee turns forward because my right toes turn forward as well. My heel is now off the ground. Okay, now I'm going to step my left, swing my right arm down as I swing my right leg up. Step. What does the step do? It lightens one leg but puts weight on the other. So as I step, I lighten and propel right leg. For my round kick, I bring it back, and then I step again for my right knee. Okay? One more time. Jab and cross. Raise and engage. I step my left, kick my right, rotating my left foot, and then rotating back, bringing my hand back to my head, of course, and then here, swing, reaching my right arm forward to grab, pull towards the right knee, and push away. Okay? Lateral, jab and my cross. Step, kick, turn that heel, bring it back, step again, back into for that knee. Okay? 1 minute. Starting first with 10 sprawls. Okay, so with my sprawls, similar motion that we hopped into our deep squat earlier. Okay, 1 down to the ground, my hands meet, kick back, hips down, head up, and I come to a standing position. Okay, 1 for 10. Starting now, and go. Remember, I lift and load with my legs, not my back, so I'm not leaning forward. I'm going straight down. If you slightly lean forward, hands down, kick back, both feet come back up, come to upright position in my spine before I stand. Make sure those heels meet to the ground as you stand up, before you stand up even. And at 10 is time. Here comes my jab and my cross again. Lateral view. So you see my feet are staggered, left, right. Step, kick. I'm back to my hips square. My hips are facing forward and so is my knee. Nice. Now, each time I go, keep going along. That same thing, right? Of course, my southpaws are going to right, left, left, left. Okay? Step into that kick, bring it back. Step forward, thrust in knee, and step back into my stance. Okay? Rotating and raising the heel for the kick, but just raising the heel for the knee. Okay, just a few more. Jab cross. Step. Lighten the leg, thus kicking with it. hit it back, and step forward again, creating that same momentum off that same back leg. Okay? Here we go. Kick, knee. Kick, step instead. And step forward is also felt by how much I push forward. Okay? Just like we actually walk. Okay? Both feet are definitely related to one another's thrust. Okay? Here, jab cross. Step. Turn the heel. Kick. And step. Just freezing. Keeping my hips relatively centered with the knee. And time. Now, what we want to do is, of course, add our other side. Now, my jab and my cross. 1 and 2. And keep that slight bend in the arm right there, right? So here I allow my musculature to be a part of my architecture in thrusting, right? Creating that imagined point of impact and then bringing it back to my head where I'm safer. Jab, cross. Okay? Now from here, one hit with often still, step with my left, my right. Then right away, step forward again for the knee. Right away from here, I'm going pushing off that back leg again, this time the right hand comes forward, and then my left hook. Hook comes, right? I'm making sure my arm still has a slight bend, okay? Still hitting with those first 2 knuckles and still keep my wrist straight and not trying to bend my wrist to have that curve like a hook, okay? The hook is just in my elbow, okay? Now from here, I step back with my left, step forward with my right, and allow that same momentum to push, step, push, to have momentum for my left round kick to the pivot, hit center again, step forward, raise the heel for the knee, okay? One more time, just add in the next step, jab my cross, 2 punches, left, right, I step, right kick, touch the ground and right back again to that right knee. As soon as that right foot comes down again, I come forward with the right punch this time. Left hook, making sure my hand goes back to my head, arms to my body. While my arm's out there, I use the counterbalance for my kick. Switch kick to my southpaw stance, then step forward. Left knee, come back into your stance. Okay? Let's go. Going 2 minutes straight. Okay? While I describe different things that we're doing here to refine our movement. Okay? Here we go. But first, we're going to start with straight punches first. 30 seconds. Left, right, left, right. Ready, and go. So here, as we go along, right, start to raise that heel off the ground. Okay? But also making sure that my hand comes back to my head and my opposite hand each time I thrust with the other. Now begin to twist those shoulders more, right? Creating more length each time, but not compromising my safety. Take that inhalation in between, and at 30 seconds is time. Okay, here, loosen up the lens, shake it all out. Here we're going jab, cross, start, kick, and our knee. Step, keeping my foot pointed. What am I kicking with? With my shin. Okay? Those that know the drill, let's keep going through it. I'm going to go slowly just so we get the sequence. Jab, cross, step, keep the hand out there, out of bounce. Kick, come back, step forward for that shorter range knee. As soon as that foot comes back to the ground, I use it to propel my right cross. Bring that hand back, left hook. Switch, left back, right forward. Left knee. There, sorry, we're going for a left kick. And then my left knee. Okay? Notice the similarities and the differences between the two. Okay? Kick first, knee next. 1, 2. Step, kick. So keep them more close to throw that knee. Cross. Hook. Switch. Kick. Turn the heel. Come back down. Raise the heel. For the knee. Step twice back into my stance. Okay? Keep that same momentum going. 1, 2. Big step forward so you can land that shorter range weapon. 1, 2. Start picking up the pace. Making sure to still raise that heel. Both the knee and the kick. Raise and turn the heel for the kick. Just raise the heel for the knee. And even a slight turn of the heel for the knee as well. Jab cross. Nice. Each time we throw that kick, right, we're imagining the deficit. Keep going, right? When we come back to reference, or here we're going for vocal coaching here. Okay, my foot pointed, I'm kicking with the shin. Okay, that's where I'm keeping my imagination as we're going. When I'm kicking at target, that's just an extension of my spine. Going through it, the threshold, and then bringing it back, creating that core control. Okay, 30 seconds. Kick, knee. Really aiming each time with our depth perception in accordance to where the actual weapon is. At the point of the knee, kneecap. I draw my heel close to my butt, create a nice wedge to draw forward, going through the target. Okay, let's do more. Cross, hook, switch, 1, 2, kick, and then my knee. Okay, so it's even here. Then my kick all starts at the knee, right? A round kick. It's already close to my butt. I extend more to add that propulsion and time. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some more, folks. Coming back to our yoga mats and grounded position, back in 30 seconds. Right, just take the time to regulate the breathing and finding the base and back of the lungs. Here we go, to our prone position. We're going through our plow position, simulating our break ball. Now, here, I'm going to go ahead and angle my camera downwards. Pardon. Nice. And here, the angle downwards. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm using my outside with my hips. The contact outside of my hips with my hands to ground it with my palms. Okay, making sure that I'm keeping myself in that same much like cobra hood position. My chin's to my chest. Okay, making sure that the impact doesn't injure my spine or my brain with any impact. Okay, now that's where I lower vertebrae by vertebrae, starting with the base, middle, and top of the spine. No weight on my neck as I push my hands, keeping my feet together. Thighs internally rotate. I like to demi point my foot, create good structure in my legs. Then come back to my plow position. Good exhalation. Even if you can't bend the legs all the way, just get what you can, opening up smaller back. Try to straighten the legs. Bring those thighs are parallel to the ground. And again, making sure there's no pressure on the neck. My weight is centered on the middle of my shoulders. And back down we go. Lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae to the base of the spine, no impact. And lowering the feet. Okay, now let's incorporate our breathing. Okay. Draw the legs up. Inhale, and then as I draw my hips up, bring my thighs parallel to the ground and exhale. Inhale, bring the spine to the ground, base of the hands if you need. And let's go ahead and lower the feet down. Exhale. Inhale, rise. At the point where they meet the same level as my hips, I rise my hips. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the hips down. And exhale. Lower your feet. It's the same sequence, just under a minute. Pushing through the hands. Inhale. Raise the hips. Thighs parallel to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, lower. And exhale over the legs. Just a few more. No pressure on the neck. Still keep those legs straight. Open up the small spine, small the back, lower. Inhale. Lower the legs. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Legs down towards the head. No pressure on the neck. Inhale, lower the spine. Exhale, lower the legs. And time. Now incorporating our plow into our combat base. Still pressing the hands into the ground. That again is my break ball simulation. Okay? So as low as I was hitting the ground, okay? Near simulation, as my back hits, my hands hit the ground. Okay, back to my plow. Inhale, lower, 1 foot behind one knee, and I exhale as I raise my hands and roll forward. Okay, back down. Straighten the legs, wow. No pressure on the neck, 1 foot behind one knee. Hands up, roll over the shin, exhale. And stand on the base of my foot with my lead foot, and on the top of my foot with my back foot. Okay, create a nice full stretch on one, straighten the legs, break ball, and back to plow. Keep those feet together. Legs straight, exhale as the leg lower. No pressure on the neck, switch. Right foot behind left knee, hands rise. Exhale, come forward. Forward down, hands down, straighten the legs, wow. Just a few more.
Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, put behind the knee and rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, straighten the legs, lower. Inhale, raise legs, feet together. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Just a couple more. And time. Okay. You're going to stay on our yoga mats for now. Grab a quick support if you need to. Okay. So from here, what I want to do is go revisit our flow position here. Okay. So a bit of a static structure, if you will. I'm going to come onto the tops of my feet, so at the bottom of my feet, from feet slightly wider than sort of apart. I'm going to go ahead and come from my low squats and bring my hands down to the ground, go as wide as I want to create a wider, stronger, bigger base. But here, I want to make sure that my thighs are resting on my triceps, not too different than when I'm in that low squat position. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting my weight forward as I raise my heels, my hands, and I'm keeping a slight bend in my arms to hold the structure as a whole. Okay, now what I want to do is point my feet and draw my heels into my sit bones and create a hollow in my spine, right? Really pushing off the ground. When I find I need a rest, you come right out of it, okay? So again, we're gonna go with the amount of time. It's not for how long we can stay in. I wanna make sure, even if I can, if I need to come out of it, feel free to do so. But what I'll do is I'll go back into it and test my range. Maybe even test the width of my base. Okay, so facing you now. Get here and go a little wider even, just to see how much it helps my base. I can raise 1 foot, then 2 feet. Okay, and what we can do is put something soft just ahead of our head, just in case we begin to spill forward. But we're being very careful to make sure that most of our weight is coming backwards, sitting through our hips. Okay, crow position, 1 minute. Okay, and go. Again, basing all 4 corners of my hands. Draw those heels in close to the butt. Those that are here from a more advanced discipline, okay, I can begin to play with my weight a little bit as well, right? Head forward, butt back. Flex the toes, and then I come back down to my position, okay? And then we go back in, testing our range. Halfway there. Make sure you play with your weight distribution. Just have something in front of your head, possibly even just a yoga mat. So just in case you fall forward, you don't slide directly into a hard surface. Okay, now those are a bit more of a challenge. Bring those hands in, shoulders width apart, okay, even closer. Let those thighs rest on top of the triceps. Breathe. All the way to the end, 10 seconds. Keep the heels drawn into the butt, keep the feet pointed, and then when I'm ready to come out, I flex my toes onto the balls of my feet and lower down into my prayer squat. Hinge, inside, pressing, pressing, pressing. My spine is upright. Head's upright, spine straight. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Keeping the foot fully based to the ground. Toes and heel.
Spine ever upright. Last breath. Excellent. Okay. Now walk the hands forward. We're going to walk the feet back to our cat-cow position. All right. So here, we're going to press the tops of the feet to the mat again, making sure my shoulders are just above my hands and my hips are just above my knees. Okay, case in point. Not really sitting back too much. Okay, right there. So when I rotate my hips from my cat-cow, okay, still trying to keep good base to make sure that my thigh bone stays perpendicular to the ground. Okay, and again, incorporating the breathing just like before. Press the tops of the feet to the mat, press the hands to the ground. You can hear the distinction between exhalation and inhalation. The sound even has a different frequency. Keep those arms nice and straight. Hands base, top of the feet base. Really forcefully expel the air from the lungs. Take it all the way into the lungs as well. You do our cow. Belly down. Slow it down. And neutral. And we're going to rotate in the wrists. Okay, so keeping ourselves base. I'm going to bring my hips past my knees. And about back to neutral. I'm not going back too much. I'm really trying to see the range in which I can open up the bottoms of my wrists here. Okay? More mobility, more circulation. Over time, more balance and strength. Get incorporated breathing in the direction that you're going. Clockwise. 12 to 6 is my inhalation. 6 to 12 is my exhalation. Or vice versa. You choose. Drawing a circle with my nose, just ahead of my hands, triangulated with both. And switching directions. Again, still making sure I'm pressing the tops of my feet to the ground. All 5 fingers are straight on each hand. Again, like that circle I'm drawing with my nose, that imaginary circle. Maybe I go from 9 to 3, my inhalation. 3 to 9, my exhalation. Voice and vision, finding what works for us. Excellent. And time. Okay, from here I'm going to go into my child's pose. So you bring your knees a bit wider. Pressing the tops of the feet to the mat. Adding some weight by dropping my heels back or walking my fingers forward. Elongate the spine. Let the head hang loose and heavy. Even rest on the ground if you can or need. Walking the fingers forward. Allow the passage for my inhalation. Expanding the rib cage. Use my core rib cage to expel my air out. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to dive through to our up dog. hips down, shoulders back, gaze is forward, pressing the tops of the feet to the ground. Nice. Push back or down dog. Put the feet over. 1, 2. Heels lower. Knees bent. Head in between arms. Here I'm going to lower my knees down, point the feet, and in my seiza position. And again, spine is tall. Again, presencing myself in my breathing. Close the eyes, relax the jaw, relax the brow, but keep the spine tall as the sit bones sit into the heels. Finding presence, my breathing in the base of my lungs. Finding that presencing as we even go throughout our week. Your body, mind, and spirit. Thank you again for joining me. See you again on Wednesday and Saturday. Enjoy your week. Thank you.